Hey guys, Merry Christmas again. I had to turn that light up. It was kind of, I hope everybody is having an awesome Christmas. Hello, V. Ugh, it's been an amazing day. I ate good. My cousin, she cooked dinner. It was fabulous. We didn't do the traditional dressing, trimmings, and all of that. Hey, Dee Dee, Merry Christmas. We did Italian. So she made lasagna and salad and garlic bread, and it was amazing. And then we had dark chocolate mocha cream over ice. So it was little ladylike cocktails. But nonetheless, this morning, while she was doing the cooking or whatever, I got up and I went and drove a little bit. And I went downtown because there were a couple of rides to either take people to the airport, pick them up, whatever. There is this particular property that I have continued to drive by, and it sparked my interest like 3 or 4 months ago. And it's just been sitting there and it's just been vacant. And every time I looked at it, it just kind of stuck with me. So, mind you, the last 2.5, 3 months, they've been kind of funky monkey for me, kind of up in the air. Things just went out of went out of whack. Like it was just really a struggle to stay focused, stay positive because all this stuff is happening. Nonetheless, you guys may have heard me mention before my pink notebook. This is where no matter what comes into my brain, ideas, whatever, I write it down in this book. Dreams, visions, goals, whatever. I write it down in this book. Okay, V, I know I mentioned it before. Well, in this book, I have written down every detail of what I want my practice to look like. Merry Christmas, Demetrius, from staffing to even the backsplash on the wall. Every detail, I have written it out. But mind you, in the last 2.5, 3 months, no one's heard me even mention the pink notebook. Matter of fact, I haven't said anything in reference to my practice, what I plan to do, some of the things, the ideas, that whole illuminated light about that had just kind of diminished because everything was happening all at one time. And I was really beginning to sink into this hole. And today, when I rolled past that property, something in me lit on fire because the wheels were turning. I'm now looking around the building for a number to contact. Now, mind you, your girl has no budget, no money. I still have to graduate from school, but that's not the point. You got to have a vision in order to go somewhere with it. And everybody has been asking, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But I had already written down everything in this book, what it was I was going to do. But in the last couple of months, I had gotten so far away from that I had even stopped talking about it, like completely stopped talking about it. I was so busy with trying to stay positive and post, and I was doing everything else except this. Well, today I was like, where is my pink notebook? I need to write this down. And I mean, the wheels started turning. Thank you, Kiki. The wheels started turning. I'm just like, I got to get a grant writer. I got to do this. I'm driving around the building a couple of times and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, you can do this right here. You could do this right here. You could do this right here. I even had to pull over and just start doing notes in my phone so that I could keep track of everything that was going because I was alive. I was animated. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, I'm back. I am back. I'm out of the rut. I am out of the rut. I am back. Now I'm back to the why. Now I'm back to the why because the entire time all of this stuff was happening, a couple of you asked me, Manera, what is your why? And I could tell you the why, but the happiness, the vigor, the animation, the excitement, the electricity was gone. I didn't have it. I was so caught in what it was that wasn't working. Like, I was like, oh my God, I didn't pass my test and I crashed my car and I'm broke. And I mean, I just kept talking about all these things that were just wrong instead of doing what it was I've been doing before. I didn't have my notebook. See, I always kept my notebook with me. So anytime I would get an idea or a faction or something would come up in my head, I would write it down. And in that moment, whatever was in the gut of my stomach or whatever was churning in my brain, it would keep me pumped. It would keep me going. But this had been in my backpack for months. And today, when I thought about it, I was like, I haven't mentioned my pink notebook in a long time. Matter of fact, I haven't even written in my pink notebook in a long time. Well, I got her back. I got to find a grant writer. I got to find a good grant writer. Because I found my building. And I know it's my building because I can feel it. And I requested an appointment so I can go look at it. Can't very well have a vision unless you can see it all the way through. So that was my Christmas gift to me. Me. And all day I have just been floating on air and just little bits and random things like, oh my God. So I had to get my book, and I was like, before I go back out today and go driving again, I'm going to jot down everything that was in it based off of what I saw in that building. Like it is the building. It is everything. It is everything. And it's right there. And it's in an underserved area. There's lots of homeless, addiction, all of the things that I need for what I need. And then I thought to myself, self, you've been trying to figure out why all of this is happening. Like, you were doing everything you were supposed to do. You were studying and da, 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 da. And I had mentioned to my best friend that I really do believe that sometimes God will remove things out of your way. So the only thing you have to rely on is the very thing you keep trying to resist or not deal with. Now, not that I wasn't trying to deal with my vision and my dream, but one of the things I have solely been adamant about is I don't like to ask for help. I don't like to ask for help. I don't like to appear weak. I don't like sharing things with people that I think will give them an upper hand over me. I don't like people to know or see me as being needy. Now, in all those things I said, I had these negative annotations with that. And what if God decided that it is time for you to just deal with that? Because I've always taught my children, what you resist will persist. And what if God put you in a position where He will make things very uncomfortable and inconvenient, not so uncomfortable and inconvenient that you give up, but uncomfortable and inconvenient enough to where you had nothing to rely on except the very thing you continue to try to resist. Because vulnerability is a good thing. Vulnerability keeps us humble. Vulnerability keeps us transparent. Vulnerability keeps us focused. It makes us aware of the things that make us perfectly imperfect. But when you have the personality DNA of someone that doesn't want anybody to see that, or you don't want to give audience to it because it's a bad thing, well, then bad things will follow it because that's the energy that you're exuding. Of course, when you're in the midst of it, you don't think about that. You're just focused on what it is you need to do. And the only thing I was focused on was December 16th. And I kept saying that out of my mouth. Only thing I'm worried about is December 16th. I didn't say anything else about it. I wasn't specific. I didn't talk about my book. I didn't talk about my vision. I didn't talk about what I was going to do after December 16th. All I kept saying is, I don't give a damn about anything else except December 16th. Well, that's what you said, and that's what you got. December 16th. You got it. December 16th. You didn't say anything about December 16th. You just kept saying how you didn't give a damn about anything else. You wanted December 16th to get here and be gone. Well, you said it, and here we are. Again, because I was in the midst of it, I didn't see all of that at that time. I didn't really pay attention to what I was saying, nor was I paying attention to me. I was so wrapped up in doing what you're supposed to do that I wasn't even doing what it is I wanted to do. The joy, the passion, the drive, the ambition, all of that was gone. I was now I just want this to be over. But that's not true. I want to finish, I want to graduate, but I definitely don't want the dream to be over because it's just beginning. The graduation and the completion of the program is the segue to get us to this. And yes, I had to take the long way around because sometimes I can be a little blonde and I can miracle ears turn down sometimes when God is talking to me. It happens. Needless to say, my little loop-de-loo around the block today, thank you, Claudia, was like, wait a minute, ma'am. Here we are. I have not felt this way in months. I have not felt this way in months. I mean, I literally jump up every day and just swing into motion. I just did barely have my little daily itinerary of what I was going to do. You know, I get up, I make certain that, okay, I'm going to drive this much if I have class, and we got class. If I'm going to do a live, I'm going to do a post the night before. I kind of think about what is going to be the subject and the content, and then I do that. But even that was beginning to just kind of dwindle down into, and I was morphing into a version of myself that I didn't really, I didn't like. It was really beginning to slip into minor depression because I didn't like how things were going. I didn't feel like myself. It felt like I no longer had control, that I was just in this forced position. My hands were tied and I was just having to do these things because this is what you're supposed to do. When the truth of the matter is, I've had control this entire time. I just gave it up on my own voluntarily. And I don't know where that happened and why. I do know why it happened. Series of things. But even still, the bottom line is this. When you get a dream, a goal, a vision, it is in your gut. Like it won't go away. It just keeps pounding and it keeps pushing you, and it comes out in so many different forms. And for the last 10 months, that's all I've been talking about. But I've been talking about how Shador is doing it. And in all of that, I totally forgot about this wonderful human being, Manira, who has the same tenacity, relentlessness, ambition, drive, and goal. And I just, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll maybe I'll write in the book. Maybe I won't. And today, when I opened it and I reread the entries in here, I mean, I'm so specific, y'all. Not only did I write, I mean, I got everything in here down to supply room, pharmacy, all of that. Then went so far as to question what makes this therapy practice different from other practices? What will be done to ensure the longevity and success of the practice? I mean, these are the things that you write out. Hi, Louisiana. These are the things you write out because that passion is in your gut and you got to get it out. And the only way I could get it out is I had to write it here in this book. So today, when I was driving and I saw that building, it was like, Merry Christmas. Okay. Now, if you're done fucking around, are you ready to get back to business? Yeah. Yeah. I think I am. I think I am. Because this is not what we do. This is not what we do. Okay, you had your little moment. Are you done? You ready to grab the reins and take what you learned and get back in this? Yeah, I think I am. Matter of fact, I know I am. So forgive me if I am rambling on and talking a mile a minute. This is what happens when the juices get to flowing and the wheels get to turning. This is what it looks like. So if any of you know of a good grant writer, please share that information with me because I need that in my life. Stat. Now that I have gone on and on about me, what did y'all get for Christmas? Was Santa good to y'all? Did you get everything you wanted? What did everybody get? Oh, don't everybody speak up all at one time. You grown folks, y'all didn't get anything. Well, what did you want, Octavius? What did you want? That's beautiful, V. I'm happy for you. Oh, I don't know nothing about no boxes and no PSs. I don't know nothing about. But by the way y'all get passionate about that stuff, I imagine it's a big deal. Hold on one second. Why, yes, I will. Mhm. Okay. All right, I'm back. So it's been quiet, Qualia. You don't quite know how you feel about that? Well, quiet can be good sometimes. I like quiet because quiet sometimes allows me to hear myself think. Sometimes there be so much going on, I can't really focus on it because I'm a Cancer and we got to know everything that's going on around us. Mm. Well, I do hope it gets better for you, Claudia, and what it is you seek, it comes to you. Didi, how was your Christmas, love bug? Well, Octavius, I tell you what, I've heard us say that, Christmas ain't what it used to be. But what is different about Christmas that it used to be that it can't be that same magic now? Is it how we're getting together? Is it how we're celebrating it? Is it what we're doing, what we're not doing? And I'm asking those questions honestly. I'm not being facetious. Like, what is it that we could do to restore the magic that used to be there? Because some people will say we don't get together the way we used to. Okay. Well, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dee Dee. Well, let me ask you this, Octavius. Do you still have a vibe in you? Because I'm willing to bet you're not alone in that. Because I share your same interest in that. Well, Claudia, I am ready for 2026. Well, I will say this to everybody. If 2025 was not what we wanted it to be. If there were some experiences that were not exactly at the top of our list, acknowledge them, give yourself grace, forgive where you are willing and able to. And then you got to put the closure on 2025, because if we go into 2026 just saying I'm ready for 2026 and we don't put closure on 2025, whatever it was in 2025 that we didn't like is coming with us in 2026. Hey, Shaniqua. Well, that ought to be a lot of fun. Um, and all of us have different things that are going on. So some things are easier for some people to just, and then other things it takes a little bit of time. So again, give yourself some grace and understand that what's in your hands to control, we can control that part, and what's not, it is easier said than done. You just got to let it go and let God. That is a task that I am having to learn myself, because we can get so fixated on what it is we need to do that we forget we need to be right here. And I don't know specifically what's going on with you, Claudia, but I can tell you right here, right now, while we in this live, that this is a safe space. This is a place of love and support and encouragement. And for whatever is going on outside this live, just for this moment while we're here right now, that's what we have between each other. That's what we have to give each other. And so, for however long we're going to be on this live, let's all be in agreement to enjoy that energy with each other. And maybe when we get off the live, the energy and the sharing engagement that we have in here, maybe it'll be just enough to carry over into some of the other things that don't include the group. But either way it goes, right here, right now, Claudia, you are with a group of people that like you, enjoy your contributions to the group, love engaging with you. And when you're not here, we notice it. So let's be in this moment right here, right now, and we'll just be in agreement and ask that all of the things that are a little bigger than all of us, that God just touches us with his grace and favor and helps us get through it. And that's all we can do. Oh, thank you, V. Octavius, I know that there is a Xbox One out there with your name on it. I don't quite know how to get that to you, sir. Shelby, I am feeling amazing today, sweetheart. I am feeling very good today. I got my pink notebook, my mental juices, and the wheels are turning. I'm on fire. I am ready to create again. That's been absent for a very long time, and it's back. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me tell y'all something. Remember when I asked y'all, should I cut my hair or should I let it grow out? I combed my hair out yesterday. Girl, I can pull all my hair into a ponytail. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess what we're going to need to do is tighten up these edges, get our deep color back, and then let's figure out where we're going to go from here. Because, hey, bestie, I was just telling everybody about our amazing building. How we speaking this into existence. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I was sharing with everybody how I haven't been this animated in such a while. I am Octavius. I'm letting it grow, but let me tell you something. This hair is packed down like a guts full of shit. I ain't playing with you. It's long and thick and curly. That was a horrible. That's a horrible analogy, but you know I'm ignorant, so there's that. But I was just combing it out just to see where we was at with it, and it's like, oh my. All right. Yes, it will, Tish, because I gotta have an office next to you to argue with you about your uniform, huh? So there's that. Yeah. There's that. You're wearing scrubs, not a pencil skirt. Yeah. I'm gonna put that out there too. Shelby, I do not understand what the blood clot you got going on here, man. Me can't with you. Me not sit out there. The bare ass. I didn't say nothing. Tish, you can't quit. We already made the agreement. You can't quit and I can't fire you. So what are you talking about? Anyway, y'all, if we keep talking, she'll go away. We're not listening to Tish. You can't quit. It's kind of like Hotel California. You check in, but you can't check out. Now let me get back to Shelby and the bare ass and brown. What are you talking about, little girl? I didn't say nothing about bare ass. I said my hair is really long, but you can't tell because it's compacted like a pack of shit in your guts. That's what I said. I didn't say nothing about bear's ass. Could you imagine if we had a grapevine? A grapevine? Shelby, you done fucked up the grapevine already. She said bear's ass. Are you talking about when people ask me if I'm sure and I say, does a rabbit wipe his ass with a white rabbit? Does a bear wipe his ass with a white rabbit? Boy, I tell you, y'all, I came on here to be divine and inspirational, and as per usual, this group goes off the rails. I got Tish telling me she gonna quit. You can't quit. We ain't even got the keys yet. So there's that. Now I got Shelby talking about white rabbits, bears ass. That ain't said nothing. No, you're in the right room, right along with the rest of us. Yeah, you. You definitely belong in here packing around that damn horse of a dog you got. Yes, ma'am. You're in the right group. Oh boy, I forgot. Shelby and K Journey, they are twisted for real because they the same ones that said that other foolishness that we will not never repeat again. I love it here. I love it here. I do. I love it here. My God, today. Now you know what, Claudia? If you if you are not dying laughing right now, boo. Oh my God. I can't breathe. No, Claudia, I'm gonna send out a new one, baby. I'm gonna send out a new one. Octavius, do not encourage her. Oh my God. Oh my God, I cannot breathe. It rhymes with Tussie. We ain't talking about Kevin Girl no more, but we didn't say we weren't going to talk about his parts. I guess if you can have Gabriel sexuals, you can have Bussy. Who? Snoop's Christmas? No, I didn't. Was it some on there? Was Shadur on there? One of the nephews on there? Oh my God, we are so freaking ignorant. No, hey Miranda, Merry Christmas. No, we didn't. I didn't. I was I was too busy. I was driving around and then I stopped driving, came home. So my cousin, she cooked so I could eat. And then I was like, let me jump on here and share with the group. My God, today. Damn, Moni. I did, V. I did. And Shelby did it on purpose. She did that on purpose. She did. Hmm. Hello, Asen. Hmm. Allegedly. Whew. They call, but man, the content creator, the Shador Files, came out with Gabriel Sexuals, and I am no more good. I'm weak. All right, Shaniqua. Bye, boo. The game is at noon, I believe. I believe the game is at noon. Let's see here. Okay. So play they play the Steelers on Sunday at noon. Yep. They play Steelers at noon. And I will send out the I'll send out the link tomorrow. I was being respectful, you know. It's Christmas. Folks, they with their families and stuff. Not all business, but I got on here to tell some good news. And I'm kind of glad that I did, because it seems like other members of the community needed needed some love too. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. I was out driving today, Moni, and I found this vacant building, and I think that's the building for my practice. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my homework, and any of you guys that know of grant writers, please send their information to me. Merry Christmas, Deanna. So yeah, you got to see it, you got to speak it, you got to give life to your dreams, and they become reality. Well, Claudia, I hope that was a good laugh for you, honey, because every time Shelby acts a monkey fool in here, it gives me a good laugh. Indeed. I don't know, Cardi B, are you? Am I the drama? I don't know, honey. Are you?